Following the foundational shifts in education and spirituality, the early 20th century witnessed further profound transformations, particularly in the realms of finance and societal control. This second chapter of the Great Redesign delves into events that, for some, represent a deeper consolidation of power, echoing the themes of conformity and systemic influence. The tragic sinking of the RMS Titanic in April 1912 remains one of history's most enduring maritime disasters. Aboard its maiden voyage were some of the era's most influential figures, including John Jacob Astor IV, Benjamin Guggenheim, and Isidor Straus, prominent individuals often cited in what are termed conspiracy theories surrounding the creation of the Federal Reserve. According to these theories, these wealthy and powerful men were staunch opponents of a centralized banking system, specifically the proposed Federal Reserve. Their deaths on the Titanic, it is posited, conveniently removed significant obstacles to the establishment of the Federal Reserve Act, which was passed the following year in 1913. John Jacob Astor IV, in particular, is often highlighted as a key figure who allegedly held immense wealth and influence, and whose opposition was critical to overcome. However, historical records and scholarly analysis offer a more nuanced perspective. While the idea of powerful individuals opposing the Federal Reserve is plausible, there is no concrete historical evidence to suggest that Astor, Guggenheim, or Straus actively campaigned against its formation. In fact, some accounts indicate that Isidor Straus was a supporter of the Federal Reserve concept. The narrative of their deliberate removal to pave the way for the Federal Reserve remains within the realm of speculative theory, lacking verifiable proof. 2 decades later, in the throes of the Great Depression, another significant event reshaped the financial landscape of the United States. On April 5, 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt issued Executive Order 6102. This decree effectively outlawed the private ownership of most gold coins, gold bullion, and gold certificates within the continental United States. Citizens were compelled to deliver their gold to the Federal Reserve banks in exchange for paper currency. The stated purpose was to alleviate the economic crisis, prevent hoarding, and provide the government with a larger gold reserve to back its currency and stimulate the economy. The order, enforced with penalties for non-compliance, represented an unprecedented intervention into private wealth and a significant centralization of monetary control. Executive Order 6102 fundamentally altered the relationship between citizens and their assets, transferring substantial financial power from individuals to the state and the newly established Federal Reserve System. It marked a critical moment in the ongoing Great Redesign, further solidifying governmental and institutional authority over economic life. From the alleged removal of financial opposition on the Titanic to the direct seizure of private gold, these events, whether fact or theory, illustrate a recurring theme: the consolidation of control. Just as the first Great Redesign sought to shape minds and spirits for an industrial age, these subsequent actions, for many, represent a parallel effort to manage and direct the economic destiny of a nation, further centralizing power in the hands of a select few.